What's up, guys? Maestro Megatron here. Welcome back to the damn channel. Good to see everybody, and we're still doing the 31 days to October. The 31 days to Halloween is happening on the channel right now, and here's another great, fantastic freaking video for you. Oh, and like I've said in previous videos here for the last couple of months, this is the last month for the channel, and I am bidding adieu. I am retiring. But let's get to the main point. Everybody grab a drink, and let's discuss Halloween 5, the 35th anniversary of Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, which was originally released October 13th, 1989. And I remember this because I was in 7th grade. After the success of Halloween 4 in 1988, we didn't know if we were going to get a sequel to Halloween 4 or not, because the way Halloween 4 ended with Danielle Harris, a.k.a. Jamie Lloyd, had stabbed her foster mother and threw her in the bathtub, basically. So we didn't know if we were going to get another Halloween sequel or not, because we're like, okay, Jason got the shit shot out of him. Probably looks like Swiss cheese, falls down a mine shaft, which I don't know why a mine shaft's in the middle of Haddonfield, Illinois anyways, but anyways, that's cool. So we didn't know what to expect, but yeah, less than a year later, we see the trailer for Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Again, 35th anniversary, come out October 13th, 1989. And we get the trailer, and it is Michael Myers. I'll never forget that trailer to the day I die. As a child, I was excited, and I'm like, how are we going to do this? Because we thought Danielle Harris, Jamie Lloyd was going to be the next killer, but that's not what they did. But let's bring up something interesting. Dwight H. Little was asked to come back to direct Halloween 5, who was the previous director of Halloween 4, and he declined. And I'm quoting, he said he wanted to do more top-level films, top-level movies in Hollywood. But later on down the line, Dwight H. Little has admitted that he wished he would have come back and directed this movie. John Carpenter, Deborah Hill did not come back for this, of course, like they didn't come back for Halloween 4. The original script was written by Shim Bitterman, and I think this is a cool storyline. He originally had it where Jamie Lloyd did turn evil after stabbing her foster mother. But at the same time, the Shape is still after her. The Shape is still stalking her. And the events lead up to where she's trying, in her mind, she's trying to fight the demons in her mind. She's trying to fight the curse in her mind that she's not evil. But Michael Myers is leaving a path of bodies at the same time. But they think maybe it's Jamie Lloyd that's leaving the dead bodies on Halloween. But he's still stalking her and chasing her. I think that would have been a great storyline for Halloween 5. But then Moustapha Akkad was introduced to Dominique Otherin-Girard, which is, in my personal opinion, don't get me wrong, but before I get into that, I love Halloween 5. I love Halloween 5. It's a childhood favorite of mine. I love it. I still watch it. It's always in my marathon every October. I've seen it probably 16,000 times already this October. But Dominique Otherin-Girard is by far the worst director in the Halloween movie franchise. But that's a whole nother story right there. So Dominique Otherin-Girard was introduced to Moustapha Akkad. And he comes in, and the idiot takes the original script that Shim Bitterman wrote and throws it in the trash and says, if you want me to direct this movie, let me rewrite this movie the way it should be done. Which was stupid and was a mistake. But don't get me wrong, I still love this movie. He originally wanted Michael Myers to turn into some kind of Frankenstein misunderstood, struck by lightning monster, where people are chasing him and people are trying to kill him, but he can't talk, and he's trying to tell people that now that he's a good person now a good guy, but it doesn't make any freaking sense. So there you go. And then Moustapha Akkad, thank God, shot that down. So he's like, okay, rewrite another script. Or let me do it in Moustapha Akkad's accent. Let me rewrite another script. So he did. But he only wrote 10 pages of it, and they started directing and shooting it. Again, I love this movie. I will admit, it's the most poorly directed Halloween movie in the franchise. It's the most poorly edited movie in the franchise. It's an interesting story, to say the least. I'm not going to say it's poor, but it's interesting. It is weak compared to the other movies. But what I do love about this movie, not only for the childhood nostalgia, but what I do love about this movie is the Halloween atmosphere, the dark undertones, the shadowing, and I love Michael Myers in it, who is played by Don Shanks. He was a big hulking figure. He did a great job. He did his movements based off Dick Warlock from Halloween 2, 1981, which is my favorite shape to play him to this very freaking day, to the day I die. So they brought in Don Shanks. He wrote 10 to maybe 12 pages of the script, and they started shooting. Starts off okay, and while they're directing and shooting this movie, Dominique Otherin-Girard is joined by Shim Bitterman again, and what's the other writer's name? I can't remember. Michael Jacobs. So they're writing and writing the script and directing and shooting movie as they go along, which it's plain to see. Mind you, once again, Danielle Harris returns as Jamie Lloyd, thank God, and she is the original Scream Queen and the best Scream Queen of Halloween. It brings back Ellie Cornell as Rachel Carruthers, brings her back. Very short-lived. It brings back Beau Starr as Sheriff Meeker. Of course, it brings back the late, great Donald Pleasance as Dr. Sam Loomis. But this is the worst Dr. Loomis we ever get in any Halloween sequel. And I get what Dominic was trying to do. They were trying to show the madness and the obsession that Donald Pleasance, that Dr. Loomis is starting to get of Michael Myers, trying to stop him because nobody listens to the guy. Remember, in 1978 Halloween, he told everybody, but nobody listens. So, yeah. 9 years, 10 years later, 11 years later, he's still trying to tell everybody, but nobody listens. So yeah, I don't blame the guy for being angry and pissed off and acting mad and acting weird like he did in Halloween 5. So, but it's still not my favorite Loomis, but I still love Dr. Loomis. It introduces a couple new characters. Wendy Kaplan is Tina, which she gets a lot of hate, but you know what? She saved Jamie Lloyd at the end close to the end of the movie. So if you don't like her, I don't give a shit. Shut the hell up. Introduces Samantha. Tamara Glenn introduces Spitz. Matthew Walker. Jonathan Chapin plays Mikey, who drives the black Camaro most of the time in the movie. And before that, he played in 16 Candles, had a small part in Karate Kid, the beach scene at the beginning where they're playing soccer. So he already had some experience in 80s movies. Anyways, the characters were pretty weak. You got the stupid loony-ass cops with the clown music. Anyways, one of the things why this movie gets a lot of hate, because Rachel gets killed off in the first 20 to 30 minutes of the movie. It didn't bother me. You know what? The thing about it is, they killed her off early. That just showed me how relentless and vicious Michael Myers is in this movie. And this is the most vicious and relentless that I think, in my personal opinion, that Michael Myers is in any Halloween sequel. I know everybody says that he's more vicious in Halloween 6. The origin of Michael Myers. But the curse of Michael Myers. But I think he's pretty vicious in Halloween 5. He's played good, like I said, by Don Shanks, a stuntman, good stunts, good movements, good personality, good evil personality done by Don Shanks playing Michael Myers. I don't give a damn anybody doesn't like this movie or not. I think this movie's great. It's a childhood favorite of mine. Yes, poorly directed, poorly edited, but like I said, the atmosphere is fantastic. You do feel like it's a Halloween movie. And a lot of people complain, oh, he's stalking around in the daytime. Well, he did 1978 Halloween 2, you dummies. You dumbasses. That's all right, though. You guys just keep on hating on Halloween 5. Like I said, 35th anniversary, originally came out October 13th, 1989. This is my video, and this is my opinion on Halloween 5, 35 years freaking later, and I can't believe I'm still sitting here talking about this movie 35 years later. I love this movie. I don't care that Rachel died. I did videos on this before. I don't care that Rachel died early. Danielle Harris's performance as Jamie Lloyd is freaking phenomenal. The story's not fantastic, but it's good. It's okay. It introduces the Thorn, the Curse of Thorn, which you figure out in Part 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, what it really stands for. It introduces the Man in Black, which was a last-minute idea by moron Dominique Othran-Girard. And there was so much speculation back then. Is it a long-lost brother? Is it a twin brother? Who is it? My personal opinion, the Man in Black should have been somebody that was obsessed with Michael Myers and set out to help him. That's my personal opinion. It's an obsessed fan of Michael Myers' work for the past 10, 11 years in Haddonfield. Reading and obsessing about the work that Michael Myers has done in Haddonfield and all the terror that he's created and all the kills and the murders. Excuse me, guys. I wish it would have been something like that. But there was other theories. It's a twin brother. It's a long-lost brother. Turns out in Halloween 6, it's Dr. Wynn, which I will get to that here within the next week or so on the channel with another video. But yeah, introduces the Man in Black, who was also played by Don Shanks, has the same thorn symbol on his wrist, as well as Michael Myers, which is introduced in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the movie, where he's taken care of by a hermit that lived right by a river and a mine shaft, which that part's kind of, I just ignore that part. The original beginning, though, I have to bring this up before I part ways on this video. The original beginning, which they call the Dr. Death deleted scene now on YouTube, and you can check it out. The original beginning had Dr. Death. Some guy that was into the pagan, satanic rituals or whatever. But the original beginning was supposed to be this guy that brought him back to life using voodoo and black magic and spells, and for like the whole year, instead of the old hermit with the parrot. And that would have made more sense to me, but Mustafa Akkad didn't like it, so he took it out of the movie, reshot it with the old hermit that lived in a shack instead of the devil worshiper. But like I said, would have made more sense to use that and bring Michael back to life with that. But you can check it out on YouTube. You can check that deleted scene out. You can check it out and watch it. It really makes more sense because after that happens, it makes more sense that Michael Myers was more unstoppable than he ever was. Because it just, I don't know. They should have left that previous beginning in there. But yeah, that's my opinions, and that's my review on Halloween 5. Again, I love this movie for nostalgic reasons. Because after Halloween 4 ended the way it did in 1988, us kids who are Halloween fans, horror movie fans, Michael Myers fans, we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know, if Jamie Lloyd was going to come back as the killer. We didn't know how they were going to do it. But less than a year later, we get a trailer on it was the 1st of October, 1989. We're like, holy cow, holy shit, a new Halloween's coming out, Halloween 5. How are they going to do it? I really wish they would have stuck with the original script that was done by Shim Bitterman, and he's in the credits. Yes, she did turn evil, and she's trying to fight the demons in her head and fight the evil within herself, but at the same time, Michael is pursuing her as well. I really wish they would have stuck with that. I really wish they would have stuck with the Dr. Death beginning. That would have, again, hate to sound like a broken record, would have made more freaking sense than being raised up for a year by a hermit. But all of a sudden, just another thing of Halloween 5, she now has a telekinetic connection with her uncle, I guess, because she touched his hand before he got shot down and shot the shit out of Swiss cheese and fell down the mine shaft. I guess that's how the connection happened, but that was written in by Dominique Otherin-Gerard as well. But anyways, I still love this movie. Great sequel. I don't care what anybody says. You're not going to change my mind. If I've missed anything, please let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you love this video, just go ahead and subscribe. But again, Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Great sequel. Love it. It's a childhood favorite of mine. I take a drink to Halloween 5, 35th anniversary. Thank you guys for tuning in. If I've missed something, please let me know in the comments below, and we can discuss it. But other than that, you guys, happy October, happy Halloween, and stay spooky.